What's good? Welcome back to another episode of That Talk Podcast, where we give our opinion on sports by going over the facts with the stats. I got my co-host with me.
Yo, it's your boy D-Red, Mr. Too Many Reasons.
Too many reasons.
Yeah, too many, man.
Why do you have on a referee jersey, man? What are you doing?
I wanted to give a shout out to your first life, first and foremost. People don't know, man. My man Bake is like, he's an all-time great intramural referee at Fresno State. I'm talking, when there was a big game, they called Big Game Bake. That's what he was labeled back in the day. Big Game Bake, the referee. He was all-time great, so I want to pay homage to my big bro by wearing this, first and foremost. And then second, the guy we got coming on here today, y'all been going at it for the last few weeks.
Oh, we have been.
Yeah, y'all been going at it. So I figured a referee shirt would be very fitting for our guest today. So, but first I have to pay homage to you, bro. You paved the way for all a lot of referees because it's a lot of dudes who are refereeing now high school and middle school that started off at Fresno State with you, and they came under you, and you ventured off and did your other part of your career, and they stayed with referee. So I feel like, you paved the way. You are a trendsetter. So I'm just paying homage to my big bro.
Shout out to the refs, man. I'll tell you a quick story before we get to today discussion and stuff and go over last week's comments. I was ref was cool to me, and then I reffed the Nevada AAU tournament. We reffed 18 games in 3 days, and that is when I hung up my referee. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. I did 18 games in 3 days, and I said it ain't worth the $300. Ain't worth 18 games. I said, nah, I'm good. I can't do it no more. I hung up my whistle, but shout out to those refs that's out there in the grind, in the trenches, that's grinding. My man Bo, my man Craig, all those people, my man TJ, all those people that's doing refing,
Serge,
man. Serge, all those folks, man. Shout out to those people who does that. But before we get to today's topic, man, we had some comments from last week, man.
Yeah, man, I got a couple of comments. One of the comments came from my boy Ralphie. Shout out to my man, my big bro Ralphie out here. He's a Niner fan, so we're gonna start that there.
Okay.
He said on the IG page, he said, I seen Julio do my Niners wrong that last game. And I think we know what the game, that Falcon fans know about.
Yes, that was our Super Bowl, actually.
Yeah, he said they played and made huge things happen with no help, and all the focus is on him. And he did his thing and won. And he even gave a shout out and said Matty Ice did his thing too.
You damn right. Thanks to my man. Shout out. There's people who know what I'm talking about.
So I mean, he gave a big shout out to Julio and him being a Niner fan. So for him to pick that game, that says a lot about that man.
That's a real man right there.
Man of high character. Shout out to my big bro, Ralphie. And then another one, kind of along my point with my guy, Kane Guard Mike being number one. My boy Matt, another Fresno State guy. Okay. Big shout out to homie Matt. He said that Mike Thomas is the best for show. He performed the same way when Drew Brees got hurt. I just want to know if you can dispute it. Is there a dispute there about the man consistency in his numbers when he lost his starting quarterback? Teddy Bridgewater came in.
Teddy Bridgewater is not no slouch. He was a starter at Minnesota. He was doing big things, and they was taking him to bigger heights until he got hurt. So I can see if he was doing it with somebody that's making numbers out with a quarterback that ain't supposed to be quarterbacking. But he had a solid backup quarterback. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. Why is Teddy Bridgewater the starter quarterback at the Carolina Panthers over Cam Newton?
Because I feel like the new coach is coming in. He wants to do something different. And
no, because he ain't no slouch. It's simple. He's a starter. He only was a backup because of the injury. The man been starting his whole life. I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. But we got a dope episode today because I'm going at one of our dudes, one of our like straight diehard fans of the show, always comment on every episode, always gives his feedback and his opinion. My man Collins is on our Talk That Talk Viewer Choice Week. I don't even know what you want to call it. We still ain't got no name for it. But this is where we
figure out one.
Viewers, people that's in our community that really love our vibe, really love our show, really rock with what we represent. But we got my man Collins from Sacramento. He's a nutritionist, Fresno State native. He played rugby, and he always talk his talk to me. So that's why my man DJ got that rep, because he's going to be throwing some personal flags today. But before we get into discussion, let's bring my man Collins so he can introduce himself. Let's bring him into the show.
Man, it's going to be big, man.
Man, this thing, where'd he go?
I thought he's not there. Oh, here we go.
There
Collins.
Collins. Is he there?
You know how. There we
go. There he is.
Man, Collins.
What's up?
What's up, man? What's up, brother? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, it's going good, man. Glad to have you on the show. Can you tell the people a little bit about yourself? You know, what you do, where you from, all that great stuff?
Yeah. So currently I live in Sacramento. I'm a health and wellness coach for actually Herbalife.
Nice.
We help people get healthy, whether it be athletes, non-athletes, doesn't matter. Nice. We actually just finished a fitness challenge today and had announced our winners this morning. So we have another one rolling out Memorial Day, and we're just going to keep it going.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
That's big ups. Hey, man, Collins, so, you know, you've been going at bank, man.
Yeah.
Hey. And I mean, honestly, I feel like everything you've been saying to the man has been true. So, I mean, me personally, you have been very honest. I feel like you've been very precise. And I just appreciate your candor, because we know Bake don't be sober told. He don't. He just don't. So, man, we're glad to have you on the show.
Yes.
And we just here to, to make sure that it's going to be hot. So we just want to make sure whatever you do today, Collins, you stick by your conviction and you're ready to go. So for today's show, I'm going to go ahead and introduce it. Y'all know it's Thursday, so we talking football. That pigskin that we love and hope we can get back to. Today's show is a twofold conversation.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to talk about the top corners, top 5 corners of all time. All time, and some dream matchups between corners and receivers. It don't matter the era, you just throw a corner out there, some dream matchups. And, I'm going to get it started, throwing it to Collins. We're going to start at number 5. We're going to work our way in reverse order, give it a little bit more anticipation or something like that. So, Collins, who's your number 5 corner of all time?
Darrell Green from the Washington Redskins.
Ooh, okay, DG.
He coming out blazing right there. Why Darrell?
Yeah, D. Yeah, talk to us about DG.
Yeah, 54 picks in his career, 4-time All-Pro, and he actually led, he didn't lead the league, but he has a consecutive record for number of picks. So okay. 19 straight games where he had a pick.
That's not bad. 19 straight, and you.
It's like baseball. You know how hard it is to hit the ball 19 straight games to get a pick straight?
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
That's a bad man. That's not bad for number 5. I like Darrell Green. I like what he represented. I like what he did. But I didn't have Darrell Green as my number 5, though.
Okay, who you got at number 5, babe?
Before we get to Darrell Green, we got to go to the back in the days, man. I'm going with my man Willie Brown.
Oh,
okay.
Willie Brown as the number 5 pick. The man had 54 interceptions. The man had dang near 9 interceptions in one season. 9 interceptions. I get it. But he did it in the era where there wasn't a lot of throwing the ball. There was a lot of running the ball. And to get 9 interceptions in the 60s when they're doing a lot of running the ball, oh, my Jesus. Now, I get it. There wasn't a lot of great quarterbacks like that, but still to have 9 interceptions, like an average 54 interceptions over your career and playing in the NFL, the man deserves to be at the top 5 because he set the blueprint. The blueprint before the Deions and the Darrell Greens, it was Willie Brown's. And you can't get the Deions without a Willie Brown. That's why Willie Brown is my number 5 top corner to ever play the game of NFL.
All right, yeah, hey, shout out to Willie Brown. He is a Oakland Raider.
Yes,
so big shout out to Willie Brown. Man was a shutdown corner. I had a conversation with my pops yesterday, and he brought up Willie Brown. So shout out to my pops and, you know, his historical thing. But, you know, I feel like, you know, my list is going to be a little different. I ain't going to show too much stuff about the past. I'm going to just kind of look for what I got to see.
You're going to disrespect the past.
I'm not disrespecting the past. I'm just going more off what I got to see. I'm sorry.
The past.
So my number 5, I don't feel like hearing from you. My number 5 is not only is none other than Champ Bailey.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go Champ. Champ Bailey was a goon. He had 52 interceptions for his career, so he got that done. 12-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro from the NFL. 3-time person was all-time All-Pro. Damn, words all over the place. And led the league in interception 2006. And he's a Hall of Famer. So I feel like Champ Bailey, he don't get as much respect as he deserves. The man was a lockdown corner when he was in Georgia. He got drafted by the Washington Redskins as the top pick, got traded for Clinton Portis and went to Denver and was that guy there too. So my number 5 is Champ Bailey.
It's not a bad pick. He did it in the era where it was a lot of more top receivers in the league, so I do give you respect for that. But I gotta pay homage. You can't be a champ without a Willie.
Hey.
How you gonna disrespect your Oakland Raider great?
I didn't.
Hey man, I don't got him on the list either. I don't got him on the list either, man.
You got listen. You did it for me and Colin. So we appreciate you, bro. We appreciate it. You showed the respect. You showed the respect. We gonna say we pay homage to our elders and let you, you know, do that, bro. That's all.
So who you got as your number 4, Colin?
Go ahead, Collins.
You got it.
Nah, he read my mind. I actually have Champ at number 4.
Oh, okay.
So see, number 4. Okay, that's not bad.
I mean,
Champ.
the only thing that got in his way was not winning that Super Bowl. But I mean, the accolades speak for itself.
I feel it.
Facts.
I feel that.
I'm gonna follow that up at number 4, and I actually got Dale Green at my number 4.
Wow.
You know, Dale Green also been a 2-time Super Bowl champ. I don't know if Collins mentioned that, but Dale Green was also a 2-time Super Bowl champ with the Washington Redskins. And the man was fast before fast was even really talked about.
He wasn't that fast, though.
Hold up.
Who, Dale Green?
What you mean?
There wasn't that many people that was chasing down Tony Dorsett. Go check the tape.
No. If you want it, we can look it up. We're going to fact check. Dale Green ran a 4.40.
Yeah, but he was – but
that ain't that fast.
That ain't fast. Wait, talk about what?
Oh.
That ain't that fast.
Talk to him, Collins. Talk to him.
4.4.
What's fast?
Fast, but it ain't 4.27. It ain't 4.2. It ain't 4.3. That's fast. Now 4.4 is good speed. But you're talking about a 4.2, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later. 4.27 speed. You can't teach that. That speed is speed.
You right, but
40-yard dash. I know about 3 or 4 people that's beating Darrell Green. So
this is 4.4. 19? He was in the league 1983 to 02. So I mean,
that was
a
4.27 that played in the 70s. What you talking about?
But I feel like he maintained a 4.4 for 20 years. It's dudes that'll fall off. Darrell Green was out here. Darrell Green to me is like a Jerry Rice. It says 4.4, but when he stepped on that field, when Jerry Rice called a slant pass in the 80s, bro, And you seen those slant passes. Hey, Jerry Rice is like a 4'6" guy at the combine, but did it look like he was a 4'6" guy when he caught the ball? Did he look anywhere near close to a 4'6"? Just answer that. When you see the man catch a slant, did he look 4'6"?
I can say yeah. Sure. I'm just saying, Jerry Rice wasn't fast, but he didn't
look 4'6". He was the same kind of guy. I played Madden religiously, and Darryl Green's speed religiously, and Darryl Green's speed on Madden was always 96, 98. That's where his speed was.
4.4 is still fast. I'm not saying it's not blatant, but it's not blazing.
Madden don't give 96 to 98s to 4.4s.
Man, Madden
That's what I'm saying.
Stats. What are you talking about?
Up.
Madden be boosting the stats. All right? Madden,
you seem like a 4.4.
It's not slow, but it's not the fastest. That's just it's good speed. I'm just saying it's okay. He ran a 4.4. Average speed is 4.5. So if you under 4.5 by just a little bit, come on, man, that's not that fast. Let's be honest.
You know how many people be dying to run a 4.4?
I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that's dying to run a 4.4. But
Myself included.
I'm saying if the average speed is 4.5, if that's the average, if you get a 4.5, you're that solid speed. 4.4 is just below the average. That's not that spectacular.
I suppose. Man, who's your number 4?
I got Darryl Green as number 4. All right, god dang it, but it ain't for speed. Is because of what he did on that football field. That's why it ain't because you're fast. It's what he did on that football field. Darryl Green was one of the all-time greats. He was a lockdown guy. My dad always used to talk about him. I used to watch some of his tape, the way he could stay in front of somebody, and the way he took man-on-man coverage in the era that he played in was unpeniable. It was just unprecedented. It was crazy to see, and I got to give my man respect. That's why I have him at the number 4 spot. Not because he run a 4.4. I'm not talking about no blazing speed because we going to get it to those people that run them blazing speeds. But he had a decent speed, but what he did on that football field, the way he can read quarterbacks and read coverages and lock his man up. And when you can have the whole field shut down, it's unprecedented, man. So Darryl Green was my number 4, man.
So who's your number 3, man? We're gonna keep it rocking with you, bro. Who's your number 3?
My number 3?
Yes, sir.
This was hard. As it started to get to the 3s and the 4s, this was hard, man. But I had to go with this man. I'm not even a fan of this team, but my dad is. My dad loved this dude, and I gotta give this man respect, man. My man Charles. Let me say that right. Rod Woodson, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rod Woodson, bro. The only man that has 71 interceptions in the career of his NFL. To pick the ball off 71 times is unprecedented, man. The dang near average of 5 interceptions a season. 5 interceptions. That's a shutdown dude. And he did it in the era of the quarterbacks. The era of the quarterbacks, man. You had the Troy Aikmans. You had I believe Steve Young was playing still, right? Steve Young. You had the John Elways. You had the Dan Marinos. You had some elite quarterbacks back then. And to be that guy, to be a shutdown guy, to have 71 interceptions in your career, that is skill. That is talent. That what you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds nice. Rod was nice. The only thing I know Rod for is Barry Sanders tearing his ACL.
Hold up.
Just call a spade a spade.
Right, but look at Barry Sanders. You see how great that man is?
I mean, but wait.
Whose ACL didn't he break?
Barry Sanders, time out. I got it.
Didn't he break?
Yeah, Barry Sanders tore that man ACL so bad that the man moved from corner to safety.
It don't matter. He was still
Hey,
it was known as
the little Jerry curl thing he had going on. I mean, Rod was nice.
He still came to that corner.
Yeah, Rod was nice, but I mean, like I said, if the thing that I think about first about you is another man tearing your ACL, I feel like I can't have you on my top 5. Wow. That's just me.
All right, that's you. But I'm saying 71 interceptions. You tell me somebody who did it. You tell me somebody who got 71 interceptions in their
Hey, 71 is hot. I'm not gonna tell you. I ain't gonna hold you with the 71. That's monumental. But I also don't think that you know, you got your ACL torn.
Okay, that's Barry Sanders though. I can see if it was a Joe Blow, Barry Sanders could have broke your ankles. He could have broke your ACL. He could have.
We're not talking about me. I've torn both of mine, so I understand.
Exactly.
We're not talking about me being the top 5 corner either.
I understand that, but I'm saying 71 interceptions, and you tell me who did it better.
Hey, man. Hey. Collins, who's your number 3?
Man, I got Winston Rod at 3 too, man.
Exactly. Rod at 3?
I got Rod at 3. Look.
And see, I know something.
Who in the league didn't get got, though? I mean.
Exactly.
Not a torn ACL that we know of. We know he tore his. I
understand. I understand that. Barry made a lot of people look foolish, though.
Exactly. He would have made me look like I never wanted to play football ever again. Because that was the dude that I emulated my moves off of. Barry Sanders. The way he can stop on a dime, cut, stop again, go full speed, stop on a dime. Woo, woo, woo. Boy, he had people out there looking like they never played football in their life. So I can understand how he can break somebody's ACL because he can have you shift one way, put all your pressure on your leg since you want to know about how to mess up your ACL, and then cut on you like that. And just like that, you could be gone. He was a sniper. Who you got as your number 3 since you over here coming at me crazy? Who your number 3?
Oh, my number 3 is it may shock some people that I've even put this man this high already. But I got Richard Sherman.
What?
Oh, did you do your paper? You didn't want to pick that up if that's your number.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I got Richard Sherman. I don't give a damn how you feel, what you look at. First and foremost, I got to see the man when I was a junior in high school, play high school ball, and the man was a lockdown corner then. The man shut down one of our receivers with his hands behind his back and ran his route. But that's a whole nother story for another day. He's a Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, NFL interceptions leader in 2013. The man has 35 interceptions and 3 touchdowns, and you tell me another person that's locking down their side of the field. The thing is, he gets knocked for not wanting to follow. Okay, whatever the case is. But when I feel like it's even more respectful that you don't leave your receiver over there to stay with him. You move your receiver away from him because you feel like you got a better opportunity. And I just think that for him to be predominantly cover 3 corner, but he can play some man-to-man defense, I feel like we need to give that man his respect. Richard Sherman is a number 3 corner to ever touch this field. And that's just how I'm going to roll with it. And y'all can make your face and fix your face and whatever the case is.
I mean, your boy did get dusted in the Super Bowl, though.
No, right?
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
How you going to be the number 3 corner if you known for playing cover 3? You're not even known for playing man like that.
He's just not known for playing man. That is that he doesn't play man.
How you going to be known as a number 3 corner if you can't even block up your feet?
Numbers speak for themselves. No one catches the ball. No one catches the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and he only got 35?
Because they don't throw at you. You only get a chance. How many targets he averaged in the game?
They throw at Richard Sherman.
They don't throw at Sherman.
Yes, they do.
Hey, listen, your guy Aaron Rodgers, who you had high on your list, avoided that man for a whole damn playoff game.
Because who did he have to throw to over there?
Oh, he had Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, Donald Driver. He had receivers.
Richard Sherman was a shutdown dude. Why did Kansas City throw the ball all over the place over there when they played him?
Come on, man. Richard Sherman got beat for one big play. Everything else was underneath routes. Did we watch the same Super Bowl?
Yes, we did. But, hey, you get beat for the big plays. Hey, a lot of these people we got on our list ain't got beat for those big plays like that.
Ron Woodson has a torn ACL. That sounds like a big play
to me. Here's my thing, though. Yes, you have cover 3, but also I have a perfect example. Nnamdi Asomugha, Raider. That guy, man to man, when he was with us, you didn't throw his way. But then you take him to Philly, throw him in another system, got roasted.
Exposed.
So Richard Sherman a system man?
Hold up.
He's not a system guy. Because I can say LeBron James is a system guy, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey, this ain't basketball today.
We can go basketball. We can go. No, that's cool.
My bad.
No, we ain't doing that today. Don't ever disrespect that man. He ain't. No. Don't do that. We know. We know. We just had a crazy show with my man Mark, who was the voice of reason, who sees a lot the way I see it, but we ain't gonna get into that. But I like Alson White. Alson White was a dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot about him. I forgot all about Alson White.
Yeah, we don't forget as Raider fans because he wanted to go get paid and then he got exposed. Yeah. So bye to his career. That's what he gets. He should have stayed with us. Yep. Could have played the style that you wanted to play. You wanted to go get some money, and bada bing, bada boom, you out the league. You feel me?
But I'm gonna give you the number two. Number two guy to ever play that corner position is one of the greatest to do it, Charles Woodson.
Ooh, see Woody.
Charles Woodson was one of the greatest to ever do it. And the man got 64 interceptions, led the league with 9 interceptions and 7 interceptions in 2011. In a pass era league now that we live in, bro. Now it's more pass heavy than it is run. And to be at the top of the list, and he could play any coverage, man coverage, it didn't matter. Charles Woodson is that dude when you look at a staple for corner. That man, it can do it all. There's not nobody who can really get the best of Charles Woodson. I got to give that man his due. He's my number 2, man. Number 2, Charles Woodson.
Go ahead, Collins. Who's your number 2, Collins?
Yeah, that's a tough one there. But I went Ronnie Lott. He played both corner and safety.
Okay.
63 picks, 16 forced fumbles. But the one thing that stood out to me about him, I play rugby. I love his physicality.
Oh.
He loves to hit.
You only like because he like to hit people.
Hey, man. If you don't like to get hit people, what are you doing on the field?
Hold up.
There's powder puff football if you want to play that. I mean,
hold up.
So I know you ain't gonna like my number 1 then, because this too wasn't a hitter, but I'm gonna wait to that. I'm gonna wait to that.
I'm curious to see. I don't know if it's the same person.
My number two was no other than Charles Woodson too, babe.
Yeah.
Being a Raider fan, it was a no-brainer. I feel like part of the reason why my favorite number growing up is 24 is because of Charles Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason why my Instagram handle is Too Many Reasons because Charles Woodson wore number 2 back in college. The man won a Heisman for being a predominant defensive player, and there is no other Heisman Trophy winner that was predominantly defense. He was a real-life shutdown corner. It's not too many people that went toe-to-toe with Randy Moss in their prime and held his own.
Yeah.
He ended up switching to safety once he got to Green Bay and also when he came back to the Raiders. But the man at safety was basically still playing slot corner. They had him guarding slots and tight ends and all that kind of stuff. And so when you talk about shutdown guys that can travel the field, that were ball hawks, you got to talk Charles Woodson. He picked off Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady.
Oh, he did it all.
You name a QB, Charles Woodson probably got a pick on them. And so, you feel me? Me being a Raider guy, big ups to my guy, C. Wood.
And he ran a 4.37. Now, that's fast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was nice.
Fast.
Yeah, man.
That's like if Darryl Green and Charles Woodson running, Darryl Green don't stand a chance fast. Just so we know. This y'all talking fast.
I wouldn't say
fast. I would say stand a chance, man. That's
talk about 4.3 and 4.49. That ain't no. That's like
you're making it sound like a 4.4 is 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Come on, man.
But the tenths matter in track. If you run track, the tenths
it's not that much.
It is that much.
No, man, it ain't that much.
You see the people when they run. If Usain Bolt runs 9 flats or whatever, and somebody run a 10 something, but you see how bad he in front of those people. It matters. Those tenses matter.
Yeah, but you said a second.
You said a second. That's a
You
difference,
said
man.
a second between Hussein and that person. A 4.42 and a 4.37.
It's not.
That right there is wind. That could be
Like that.
Somebody's hair length, man.
Morning.
Like that.
Yeah,
That's like that. The hair length is long depending on who hair it's coming from. It's like
Hold
that.
up.
Yeah, and then it's probably coming from Rod Woodson 1985 Jerry curl. That's what it's probably coming from.
Interceptions, all right? Maybe you got to pay attention to get 71 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But who's your number one? I want to know who your number one, because your list is very interesting. Collins,
Collins, yeah.
it's a little bit interesting. You got some people on there, I'm like, but who's your number one?
You gotta go prime time, man.
Oh, okay.
Prime time.
Okay.
Deion Sanders.
Okay. Whew, I was worried. I was
Yeah.
yeah. I thought he was gonna say like Mel Blunt or somebody.
Nah, man. I had to show some respect to the elders a little bit. I mean, yeah, I didn't watch them as much, but you got YouTube, watch them tape. But
yeah, I got
prime time's number one.
Deion was my number one.
You see, wait, you see that right there?
Yeah, hey, there we go.
That shout out to your team, babe.
You damn right.
That's
That ain't making the damn playoffs. Let's get that straight. Yeah, I went there. I'm talking that talk. Let's go, baby.
Hold up. Who is your team?
It's the Raiders. It's the Raiders. Secondly,
when is the last time y'all been in the playoff? Please talk to me.
Who choked in the Super Bowl? Who choked the 28-3 lead?
Okay. Have y'all even been to the Super Bowl?
In 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
19 years ago.
Okay. That was 2
years ago. When last time y'all been?
Okay.
2016.
16 with DC, baby.
Okay, that was 4 years ago, wasn't it? 4 years.
Yeah, it's been
what round did y'all get eliminated in that playoffs?
the first round.
Okay, y'all didn't even go to the DFC championship.
Okay, then.
When the last time the Raiders been relevant?
It's been a minute.
Time out. Did y'all win the Super Bowl?
We did.
Yes, it did. At the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to win a championship. So you can go to the Super Bowl and say you had a lead at 28-3 and blew it.
Okay, we did.
Come on now. Come on now. You can't defend that.
But you're bringing up a Super Bowl that you probably wasn't even born to watch.
I'm 31, man. What you mean?
But when
He's talking about the Raiders winning the Super Bowl.
The
83.
Oh, so what?
So you could be a fan, but you wasn't a Raider fan at then. So you born into that Super Bowl. You wasn't really like us old Raiders. You didn't know nothing about the football.
I got it.
Now,
I got it, Colin.
I understand.
Let's go.
I like the Raiders, but have the Raiders been to the Super Bowl since you've been born?
You should be. First of all, you should be happy that Cam Newton's out of your division, because if he were healthy, you'd have the worst quarterback in your division right now. Period. Matt Ryan would be the fourth best quarterback between Brady, Breeze, and Cam.
Okay,
he'd be the last. Facts.
Where's your quarterback at in your own division?
He's second.
He's second.
I'm a realist.
He's second.
All right. The Chiefs are winning. Yes. The Chiefs are winning that division. I'm a realist. I'm not a delusional fan. I know we
second.
Yes.
In our division, yes. He's better than Drew
Mahomes.
Yeah. He's better than Drew Lock, and he's definitely better than Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert bum ass.
Preach.
Now, but before that, you had Peyton Manning.
We're talking just our division, not conference.
Broken down old Peyton Manning. Okay, cool.
But he won the Super Bowl.
With that defense. Let's be real.
He won
with that defense.
But he still won a Super Bowl.
Yep.
He won a Super Bowl, yes or no?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Defense wins championship. We was up 25 points.
Bingo.
So wait. We was up 25 points. So if our defense do the right thing, we win that game. Our offense did what he was supposed to. Matty Ice had a better game than Tom Brady. If you want to look at the numbers.
Yeah. All right. Look. This is what I know for a fact, so we can move on past it. As a Falcon fan, only thing you know about Super Bowls is losing them. Because in '98, when y'all went,
Hold
y'all
up.
got that ass smacked.
Denver.
Denver got y'all up out of here.
Okay.
And then in 2016, when y'all went, y'all blew it. So y'all either getting smacked or blowing.
Hold
And
up.
that's the history of the Atlanta Falcons. That's the history.
What's the history of the Raiders? Oh, they was great back in the day, but where they at now? Y'all was so bad.
We in Vegas.
Moved to Vegas.
Hold
That's
up.
how
We in Vegas.
You know what? You want to know why y'all moved to Vegas? Because y'all ain't going nowhere, so they're going to make money off y'all in the Sin City. That's what they got y'all in that city, to make money, not to win chips. Y'all not winning no Super Bowl.
Hold
y'all
up.
not going to the playoffs. I'd
Hold
be
up.
damned if y'all win 8 games this
Hold
year.
up.
I
And
say,
y'all are? And
yes,
y'all
we will.
are?
Yes, we will. Because we
No, you
know
won't.
how to do that. Yes, we
We ain't
do.
making the playoffs.
They losing 4 between the Saints and the Bucks. So that's 4 losses right there. Y'all must go.
Division.
You better hope to God that Tampa Bay is out of sync because of this coronavirus. You better hope to God that's the case. Because if they come
Hold
out
up.
clicking,
We're
Nah.
not worried about Tampa.
Right.
We,
oh, you're not worried about the GOAT?
no, we're not worried about Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
All right.
We're about
All right. Yeah, so we can go back and forth about this all.
We're not worried about it. But just like I said, college,
We got this on tape, so we're going to run back.
Oakland Raiders not winning 8 games, and you're not going to the playoffs. Now I get it. I get why you don't come at DJ, because y'all Oakland fans or Vegas fans. I get it now. I get it, and it's okay. But when y'all don't go to playoffs, and my Atlanta Falcons go to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl, if we have a season, I'm going to call both of y'all front row seat like, hey, Dirty Bird, champions.
Listen,
Yeah.
the reason why we gonna be the reason why y'all don't even make the playoffs, because one of y'all L's gonna come from us this
Hold
season.
up.
Let's go.
Y'all not
So we'll see y'all. It don't matter. We gonna have this whole conversation when that time comes.
automatic
I
death for us.
I can't
Bake,
wait for that. I can't wait for that podcast.
Bake, in the words of Stephen A. Bake, stay off the weed, bro.
Hold up.
Stay off of it, man. Come on now.
So we gonna
Come
move
on.
into some of these
That's crazy.
legendary battles that we would have liked to see.
Okay.
Yes.
Corners. I'm gonna get it started. One battle I would have loved to have seen, I think people would pay money for, would be Randy Moss Dion.
Yeah, I had that as my number 1.
Yeah, Randy Moss Dion is something that I think would have been live. I just think to see that for a full game, man, I think that would have been live. My pops, he made a reference to the fact that it would have came down to whether the quarterbacks was willing to challenge Dion, because, Moss with his jumping ability could have, gave Dion some problems, but are you willing to throw it over there? So,
4.25, you can't teach that.
no.
4.25 and 4.27. That
Nobody running past nobody. It's going to come down to technique, baby.
I think it'll come down who's throwing the football, to be honest with you.
So what quarterback would you want to give Randy? Because he had Cunningham to start off his career, to Culpepper, to Brady. I mean, if you want to throw Kerry Collins in that thing, and Brett Favre.
Or does it got to be the people that play with him? Does it got to be those people that play?
Yeah, it's got to be one of his quarterbacks. Yeah, it's only fair if it's one of his quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to be like, I had Warren Moon throw that thing in and watch him go get it. That's what I do. To be 100 with you, Warren Moon.
No, it got to be one of his quarterbacks, man. Somebody already
Randall Cunningham throw that thing something crazy. I'm just saying. But if I had to choose the quarterbacks, it got to be somebody that can sling that thing, because Randy Moss is really good for the deep ball. That's what he's known for, mossing, to throw it up and go get it. That was Moss' signature thing. Not saying he couldn't do the quick slants or nothing, but he was the Moss. That's why you just got Moss. That's his staple, right? So I'm going to have to go. Whoo, that's tough. The closest gunslinger is a tiebreaker between Culpepper and Brett Favre. I say Brett Favre. Brett Favre probably throw a little bit more accurate than Culpepper. Culpepper can throw that thing, but the accuracy of it is not that high as a Brett Favre. Brett Favre is going to sling it, throw it where it needs to be, and maybe give Randy Moss a chance to go get that thing. So I'm going Brett Favre. In
Okay, Colin.
the early Brett Favre, not the old Brett Favre. Nah.
All right. So, Colin, so what's a dream receiver corner matchup that you would want to see?
Man, I had a bunch. We got Randy, got Moss against Sherman.
Ooh.
Similar size.
He would have toasted.
Both are tall, lanky. Just to see, yeah.
I think Randy Moss would have won that. Speed alone. Richard Sherman struggled with speedsters. That's just real. People who's faster than him, he having trouble with staying in front of him.
Okay.
That's just me.
Which one you got, Bake? Talk to me. Which one of these receivers? Because I got another one that'd be good. I got one.
I would love to see if we talk, because I'm gonna keep it in house. You know, Dion versus Julio Jones.
That was on my list.
I would love to see Dion versus Julio Jones. Different eras, different styles, different types of beasts. I would have loved to see that. That would have been an amazing thing to watch. Could Dion stay in front of somebody that's so strong, fast, agile, like a Julio Jones? You know what I'm saying? That would have been amazing to see.
I got another one for you. And this is a clash of styles, and it'll test his physicality. I'm looking at a Charles Woodson versus Michael Irvin.
Ooh.
You know, the playmaker wasn't a speed guy, but he was physical at the line, and he can run routes. He used his body to shed the defender off of him. C. Wood was a physical press corner.
Yeah.
You feel me? Really in his heyday. So it'd be kind of a clash of styles. C. Wood ain't got to really worry about him running past him, but can he really work that physicality? Because Irv, the playmaker, was something nasty, you know. So that was one of the ones I'm looking at, like, that can get a little physical. That can get a little physical.
I would have loved it. I think, didn't Primetime stick Michael Irvin?
Yeah, they got a chance to go at it during their heyday. They got a chance to go at it during.
What was Michael? I would love to see the games that they played. What was his numbers when he played against somebody that can really match up with him as far as speed and size? That would be interesting to see.
I think when you go look at it, Dion always says, you know, Mike and Jerry was the two people that he always for sure had to bring his lunch pail. You feel me? His hard hand, his lunch pail. Dion, when he playing for Atlanta, he had to play against both of them. Then when he played for the 49ers, he had to just see Mike. And then when he played for the Cowboys, he had to just kind of see Jerry. And so Dion always shows that those two dudes are the dudes he had to really go get his, along with Sterling Sharp. Dion gave a lot of respect to Sterling Sharp too.
Okay.
As far as a nice receiver matchup.
Okay.
What you got, Collins? You got another one out there? We're gonna do three.
Yeah, no, I kind of flipped it because not many people know Woodson played receiver, rookie Raiders a little bit, and he played in college.
Okay.
So you can go Charles Woodson against, anybody, Dion, Lott. That's kind of, any of those top corners on our era, just because he knows obviously the position, so he can figure out ways of how he could attack them as receivers.
I got you.
Oh, so basically you're looking at Dion line up at corner, Woodson line up
at receiver.
They go at it, and then they flip because Dion plays some receiver too.
Yeah, they did.
Ooh, I didn't even think.
That's that's a nice one. I don't know who win that. That's really interesting.
That's a nice one, Dak. That's a nice one, bro. I didn't even think that was a great way to bring that one up. I didn't
know y'all Vegas Raiders had that in you. That must have been Fresno State education.
Yeah, it was at Fresno State. Yes, sir.
State education, because I didn't know y'all Vegas Raiders had that type of intellect to do. Okay, Collins, I see you. That'll be nice. I didn't even see that. That'd be dope to see.
Hey, I didn't see that. Yeah, it's just because they both was a two-way kind of guys, and to see something like that, that's money. I would pay to watch that. That'd be something that I'll definitely pay to watch. Bank, so what's another quarterback matchup, your second one on your list, one of those ones that you would love to see?
Man, I would have loved to see I know he's not in the league right now because of off-the-field issues, but I'd love to see Darrell Green versus my man Antonio Brown.
Ooh, wait.
You talk about route runners. About one of the best man-on-man corners to ever play the game, to stay in front of anybody. I would have loved to see him try to, stick. But we got to think about it, too. The game is a little bit different now. And that's what people don't realize. Like, it's hard to play corner in this era because you can't touch nobody. You can't touch them at all. You can't do, back in the day, you can pop, hook, ha, ha, hit them with those kung fu power moves and get away with it. Now, you can't. Interference, illegal use of the hands, holding. It's so many defensive penalties. It's crazy out here. So it'd be hard to see how they would do. I would like to see them do it in both eras because I feel like both you would see, okay, how would you feather up or weather up in the era where you could be more physical, and how would you feather up in the era where you can't touch nobody? You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to stick somebody that's a 4.3, 4.2 speed when you can't put no hands on them like that. Even though that 5 yards, now a lot of people don't line up on that line. Some people line off the line, and they give you that little bit more space to go, ha, 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 hit you with one of those. So it'd be interesting to see that. But I would love to see Darrell Green versus Antonio.
Carlos, what about your last one, bro? What you thinking about for your last one?
Man, we already mentioned it. Julio versus Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd have been nice.
Julio.
ATL matchup right there.
Yeah. I'm going to hit y'all one that seemed a little under the radar. I feel like you got to be a real football guy to appreciate this one. I'm going to go Ty Law versus Megatron.
Ooh.
Ty Law versus
Ty Law. Ty Law was a problem at that DB.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, Ty Law, I feel like he's, again, an honorable mention. Another honorable mention being Aeneas Williams, but Ty Law, man, was a problem. He was a big physical corner, and we know Megatron was really Megatron. I mean, when you get named, a damn what's the thing called?
Transformer.
A transformer. You cannot be normal. And so Ty Law's physicality, he wasn't a little dude. I think Ty Law's like 6'1"-ish. Okay, 5'11". He wasn't a little dude as far as height and stature, and he was a big press physical corner. And Megatron being 6'4", 6'5", with that 4.3 speed, it would have been a war. So that's just
Megatron would have killed that one. I don't even think it would have been close.
I think it's a war. Because Ty Law gonna compete. You can't question Hart.
No, you can't question Hart, but you can't question size. You can't question agility. You can't question. Those are stuff that's unmeasurable, man. It does. If you run, let's Ty Law 40 times because this matters. This matters. He ran. They don't even have it. That's bad. They don't even have his 40.
Come on, Google.
Hold on. No, they don't even. Okay, he ran a 4.5. He ran a 4.5, right? Versus 4.3, and what? Megatron was 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah,
about 230.
You got height advantage. You got speed advantage. And though Ty Law is strong, you only can be as physical within 5 yards. After those 5 yards, you're in trouble. Now, how you going to keep up? And all I got to do is throw it up. It don't matter how high you jump. I'm still going to have a height advantage. My jump is going to be higher than yours. That's why he was called the Transformer, because he could transform to another height. You throw that thing, I go get it. Ty Law would have been there playing the greatest coverage of his life, but he still wouldn't have been able to stop the touchdown. It's just what it is. So I don't think it would have been that close. But I think something that would have been close, not speed-wise, but height-wise, the battle of the ties. Tyreek Hill versus Ty Law to see who was going to get the best of both. Both are physical. Both about the same height and stature. You don't get that height advantage. Tyreek got boosties. Ty Law is a physical dude, but Tyreek is fast. Will he be able to get off that press and zoom on Ty? I don't know. I think that would have been a more like real dreamy matchup that can be realistic. I don't think Ty Law is hanging with Megatron. I'm sorry.
I think Tyreek Hill would win that matchup just because, I mean, that dude running full speed. You got guys backputting at full speed. And this guy's already like taking off past him. I don't know.
That'd be interesting. Battle of the Ties. I like
Well, Collins, you already know, man. We get into that segment of the show.
Yes.
That everybody love. You feel me? It's that hot, hot seat. So we want to make sure.
Molly juice.
You feel me? You can't be ducking and dodging. You can't be. Nah. We need to know what you doing and who you're taking. And you feel we got 3 questions for you.
Yeah.
2 football related and 1 for the culture. So we'll give it to you like this. What Hall of Fame quarterback would you have rather see win a Super Bowl? Dan Marino or Jim Kelly?
Oh, man. Which one I prefer?
Which one would you like if you could give them a Super Bowl ring and say that they earned it and they deserved it? Which one of those guys would you have gave a ring to? Or feel like
I go Jim Kelly. I mean, he got there so many times. I mean, and to fall short, I mean that's just unlucky.
That's tough.
It takes.
Dog.
It is. I mean, no disrespect against Dan, but Buffalo had their opportunities early in the day and couldn't fall through. So I give it to Jim Kelly.
All right, the next one. You get a chance to pick your starter for 1 game. Who are you taking at running back? Emmett or Barry?
Damn, my seat's getting hot, man. Man. Woo. Barry. I'm going Barry.
Okay.
We had the conversation about mess ups and ACLs earlier, so I mean, hey, that dude is shifty as all hell.
All right. And the last one, you feel me? We'll keep it the same thing. Then we have our boy answer this one for the culture. Dessert dish. Are you taking banana pudding or peach cobbler?
Why you gotta do this to me, man?
Why? Hey, man. The seat hot, baby. I'm taking the banana pudding.
That thing.
Hey, we know.
Hey, the cobbler, you get the slight edge, man. Peach cobbler, you get the slight edge. Slice.
That's 2 for peach cobbler this week, man. That's 2 for peach cobbler this week. Meg, what you doing, bro? Let me. What you doing?
What, man? Hey, first and foremost, man, we want to give nothing but love and shout out to my man Colin for coming on the show. Colin is more nicer on the show than he is on the comments. I'll tell you that. Whatever the case may be, I thought DJ was going to be blowing that whistle about 3-4 times, but he didn't get that hot that I thought it was going to get. But it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I always respect the man's opinion, respect his point of views, and respect his support for the show because he does comment on every single show, and I want to give that man nothing but utmost respect. Colin, you got something you want to say to the people before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, man. First of all, thanks for having me on the show in America. Yeah, your boy Bake, yeah, he is crazy. He do be talking crazy, but you need to stop watching Skip Bayless, bro. Stop it. Cut it out. No, but in all seriousness, no. Y'all follow me on Instagram at About That Lifestyle, LYFE, like in Life Jennings. I have my health journey going on there, and if anybody wants to learn about what I do and see if they'd be interested in improving their health and taking control, especially now.
Yes.
Now is a better time to do it. So hit me up there.
Nice. Awesome, man. Hey, health is wealth. If you don't,
Facts.
please check out my man Colin Tag on his IG and keep showing him love, man. And if you definitely want to get in one of those challenges, man, hit him up so he can give you more information about that. But that is going to do it for another episode of That Talk Podcast. If you want to be in viewer choice, we still ain't got a name for it, but at the end of each month, we're going to be picking 2 people to do an episode, 1 on each episode, NBA, NFL, man. So if you want to be a part of that episode, please comment, please show your love, please show your support. I will reach out to you and get you guys on here. But we're about to get up out of here, man. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Hey, when y'all don't see the Raiders in the playoffs, hit your boy Bake up, show your love, because y'all already know ATL was whooping that butt when we play him.
Hey, your boy is not sober right now, man. He's drunk.
Here we go
He's
again.
drunk.
Here he
drunk.
go again.
Bro.
Yeah, man, here he go again from the Ravens to the Niners, and now you've been disrespectful to my team.
This is what we do. Before we get out.
Your name needs to be Get Baked Media. Golly, bro.
Before we get out of here, I'm gonna do this. If we have a season, if we beat y'all
Okay.
gotta wear Atlanta Falcon jersey, and you gotta represent and say Bake is the truth, the guru. If y'all beat us, I will wear Oakland. I don't even own an Oakland Raider jersey. I will wear an Oakland Raider jersey, and I would get on the podcast, do an episode, and I would do a post that say, y'all are the gurus. Y'all know what y'all talking about. I ain't Sobertober. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I ain't Sobertober. Deal?
Hey, say less.
Well, first of all, when we beat the Falcons,
Yeah.
So I mean, there ain't no ifs.
Yeah.
Ain't no if. Just take the L, man.
We gonna see. We gonna find out, man. But y'all have a good day. Have a good weekend. And we'll see y'all again next week. Same time, same place, man. Always remember, talk that talk.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.